Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make sweet potato kheer, and please subscribe, like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos. Let's start on this sweet potato kheer. For this you need to boil a couple of big large sweet potatoes until they are very soft. You can use carrots or uh, pumpkin too, either one of those, like whichever kheer you want to make. Today I'm using sweet potatoes. For this I took about 4 cups of milk, and milk also optional. If you want it more healthier, diabetic friendly, you can take almond milk, or some people like oat milk or soy milk. Any milk you can take. I took it regular 2% milk, 4 cups of it. Boil them very well. In the meantime, while the milk is boiling, you peel the potatoes, sweet potatoes. If it is carrots, you peel the skin first and boil them. Uh, if it is pumpkin, like peel the skin and cut the pieces and pile them. For sweet potatoes, you can boil as it is and remove the skin later and put them in a different bowl and mash them. First I cut them with a spoon and then mash them with a mashed potato masher. But I prefer doing like any one of these, pumpkin or sweet potato, or I can say sweet potato is my first favorite one. Then you can do pumpkin, also healthy, but I don't prefer much carrot. Carrot is healthy in a way, but it is too many carbs, under the ground vegetable. That is, even sweet potatoes, the underground vegetable, but they have a lot of healthier options. These are good for diabetic people also. So if you're doing, if you want to do more healthier version of it, use sweet potatoes with almond milk. That's the best choice. Today I don't have enough almond milk, so I'm using regular milk. And also for sweetness, I stopped using sugar or sugar substitute like Splenda or something. You can use if you want those, but for more healthier version you can use the jaggery. Nowadays in Indian grocery stores you can find jaggery powder. Jaggery powder is easier to handle, because hard jaggery rock kind of thing, if you bring it, you have to scrape it, make it into powder. Instead you can find the powder itself, and I found a powder that doesn't have any kind of additives in there. It's just plain jaggery powder. So look at this, I'm mashing it as soft as possible. Like there are here and there small pieces, bits and pieces there, like don't let those bother you. It's okay, they still taste good, but you may not be able to like make a paste kind of thing, because you're mashing it with the mashed potato masher. If you want that kind of consistency, like you can put it in a food processor or a mixer or grinder, anywhere, like make a very fine paste. Here I'm using cinnamon powder, nutmeg powder, and jaggery. For this is the jaggery powder I got. No additives there, like I didn't see anything in ingredients other than jaggery in here. So I found it in Indian grocery stores. And apart from this, I also used cashew nuts. I have roasted cashew nuts. I use those, but if you want, you can use almonds. You don't have to roast the almonds. You can use the plain almonds, like skin them and chop them finely and use them in there. But I wanted cashews today. You can use both of them too. And watch how I am doing. I don't put a high flame. I put it medium low kind of flame, not totally low, not totally medium. It's in between, and stir constantly. Like you don't want the milk to stick on the bottom. It burns the milk and it tastes bad, smells bad. The whole dish is messed up. So you just keep stirring it. I added 1 cup of. It took about. I didn't show the whole video. It took about 5 to 10 minutes to boil. Even if after it started the boiling point, I still boiled it for a long time, so to get the thickness. So here I added 1 cup of jaggery powder. The cinnamon powder I put 2 of, that's not a teaspoon, that's a half a teaspoon. I used it twice, so it is at 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder. If you want, you can add half a teaspoon more too. It tastes good though. It smells good, tastes good. It's healthy. Cinnamon is very healthy, especially if you are diabetic. It is really healthy. And nutmeg, I used only half a teaspoon. You may see I put it in twice, but because it was not full, so I took a little more. So I just used half a teaspoon. That's more than enough for that. So then keep stirring it. You see that it's all coming up in the powders, both the powders I put, like cinnamon and nutmeg. It's showing up on the top, settling on the top, it looks like. But once you add cooking it, it kind of mixes up very well. So now I am adding the sweet potato mash and stir it well. We want to I took 4 cups of milk, but I already cooked some, like 5 to 10 minutes. I boiled it. It may have reduced the quantity when it gets thicker a little bit, slightly. You won't see it very much here, but as it goes, you can see. Now I'm going to cook 10 more minutes like this, mix them, and slowly stirring occasionally because my flame is low. Now I don't have to stir all the time. Leave it because I added some stuff. I don't have to constantly stir it, but since the flame is not very high. So little while later, 5 minutes into this, I'll go ahead and raise the flame to medium high and stir it constantly without stopping, because that time if you don't stir it, it's going to stick to the bottom. It settles down and sticks to the bottom, and the smell is awful. You won't be able to eat it, even though the rest of the pot is not burnt, but you won't be able to transfer into a different pot and use it. The smell is awful. So that's why you need to constantly stir it. And for that, I took a tablespoon of butter in there. I added it, which is optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But it kind of gives a better taste, and also it won't stick as much to the bottom. That's one more thing I wanted that for. And keep stirring it. I increase the flame now to medium high and stir constantly. So as you stir, you can do this in slow cooker. It takes hours, like couple of hours to get that consistency milk. But slow cooker is one safest thing. Even if it settles down on the bottom, you don't have to stir it. It kind of, when you're taking it out of the slow cooker dish, like it won't, the bottom that's stuck on the bottom won't come along with that, and the smell won't come with that along with that. So if you are cooking on a slow cooker, use a low flame and cook for an hour and a half, at least to 2 hours. So then the milk gets thickened. Then you can add all this stuff. So remove it into a different pot and add all this stuff and cook it again for a few minutes. I like cooking at least 10 more minutes with all the ingredients after you add all the ingredients in there, because they all blend well, cook well together, and the taste kind of makes a big difference. It's not like take a milk and add some pumpkin paste in there and add cinnamon and nutmeg and some sugar and mix it and drink it. You won't get this taste to that. So cooking is really important altogether. So even if you make it in slow cooker, after the hour and a half, like when the milk is condensed, it gets thicker, then you can add all this stuff and cook at least 10 more minutes. But when you're cooking that way, if it is low flame or medium low flame, you don't have to stir constantly. But if you make it high flame or medium high flame you need to do that. So this, I dished it out in there. Now I'm showing the consistency of how it is as soon as I got it out. But I'm showing you both the parts because I just want to share with you how much exactly it made with 4 cups of milk and 2 big large sweet potatoes. So after cooled it down, I put it in the refrigerator for an hour or two before you serve it. So the thick consistency changes now. It gets thicker a little bit. And try this sweet. It's very tasty. And let me know how you like it. Thank you.